So, in 2020, due to the pandemic, Master Zhou was unable to conduct classes, which instead led to a breakthrough in his online fan base from tens of millions to over 100 million. Before 2020, no one recognized who Zhou Wenqiang was. However, in 2020, because of the pandemic, Master Zhou now goes to Guiyang, Tibet, Nanning, Suzhou, Shanghai, Beijing, Hainan, and wherever he goes, people recognize him as Master Zhou Wenqiang. So you'll find that behind any bad thing, there must be something good. Whether an event is bad or good depends on your mindset. If you have a poor mindset, even good things that happen to you will be turned into bad things. For example, many people who win the lottery are petty bourgeois family before winning, but they go bankrupt a few years after winning. Such examples are everywhere. However, if you have a rich mindset, even a bad thing can be turned into a good thing. That is why, because of the inability to open classes this year, Master Zhou had more time to study and understand the essence of education. He went to Shanghai, Beijing, Hangzhou, Hainan, and many other places. He sought advice from education experts, training experts, venture capital experts, redwood capital experts, many VCs, many listed companies, and even many unicorn leaders to collide and generate ideas with industry veterans. Just over a month before the course started, Master Zhou finally grasped the essence of education, so he decided to do something, that is, to hold a training camp. This training camp is absolutely unprecedented. This training camp can increase the effectiveness of the course from 50% to 60%, 70%, 80%, 90%. Even Master Zhou is confident that his training camp can make the success rate of students achieving results as high as 99%. Many people may think that 99% is too exaggerated. How could it be possible? Master Zhou believes that as long as you finish today's opening ceremony, as long as you complete this 30-day financial intelligence training camp, listen to the lectures on time every day, submit homework and clock in on time, and complete the tasks assigned by the teacher on time, Master Zhou can guarantee that you will definitely learn financial intelligence and achieve results. Do you know what Master Zhou has done today to create this financial intelligence training camp? Master Zhou opened the Rich Dad, Poor Dad series books that he had not opened for 6 years. That was a book that changed Master Zhou's destiny. It was a pirated book he bought at a flea market. Master Zhou read that book over and over again, copied it 8 times by hand. However, after achieving financial freedom, he seldom read it again, until 2012, when he started doing education and training. When he first taught his financial intelligence course offline, he opened that book once again. But after 2013, he really seldom read that book. But because this time he's going to hold this training camp, Master Zhou reread the book that has changed his destiny many years ago. Do you know? The harvest is huge. After finishing reading, Master Zhou realized that the financial intelligence he understood at that time could only touch 60% of Robert Kiyosaki's thinking. And this time, when Master Zhou reread this book, it seemed like he went back to that night 17 years ago. When Master Zhou first saw the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad 17 years ago, the excitement it brought made his financial intelligence increased by at least 10-fold. Today, Master Zhou can testify to this together with everyone here. He reread Robert Kiyosaki's 39 Financial Intelligence series books in 7 days and 7 nights. Then, Master Zhou took out his notes from the Robert Kiyosaki courses he had taken before and reviewed them. And then he watched all his past offline financial intelligence courses again. He found that his understanding of financial intelligence had become deeper. Have you ever noticed that when you read a book, it is different when you read it 10 years ago and when you read it today? The book is still the same book, but why do you have new gains? Why did Confucius tell us to review the old and learn the new? It is because 10 years ago you might have been at a certain level and you could only see the scenery here. But when you have reached that level 10 years later, you can see the scenery there. Master Zhou finally understood why there is a 1-digit difference between his and his teacher's net worth. And why is his teacher's net worth measured in US dollars while Master Zhou's measured in Chinese yuan? Of course, today's Master Zhou is already excellent. At the age of 35, Master Zhou has achieved financial freedom, while Robert Kiyosaki was experiencing his bankruptcy at 35. However, at the age of 72, Robert Kiyosaki's net worth has exceeded 10 billion US dollars. So, when Master Zhou reopened his teacher's works and reviewed his notes on financial intelligence learning from his teacher, he gained a lot. Suddenly, Master Zhou touched the essence of education. The essence of education is not to talk about a large system of things that make you feel like you have gained a lot. No, it is not. It should be like hammering a nail into a wooden board. We shouldn't hammer many nails into the board, but even if we only hammer one nail, we should hammer it through and through. Even if you only gain 1 point, your harvest may be huge. A student of Master Zhou has been learning financial intelligence with him for 5 years. A few days ago, he asked Mr. Zhou a question. In 2019, you told us that there would be a financial crisis in 2022. Today, I finally understand that what you said is true. At that time, you asked me to buy gold and insurance, but I didn't listen to you. Now I want to ask how to buy insurance, how to buy gold, where to buy gold. Master Zhou was confused when he heard this. He had told his student to buy gold in 2019, but why hasn't the student learned how to buy gold till now? Why has the student not learned how to buy insurance after listening to his lectures for so many years? He hasn't even learned the most basic asset allocation. Why is that? Because Master Zhou's previous lectures were just lectures. His courses are like the most popular knowledge-paid products on the internet today. Master Zhou wants to tell everyone that the era of knowledge payment has passed, and the future will definitely be the era of training camps. What is the training camp? Let me give you an example. If today Master Zhou tells you about the 5 major asset allocations and advises you to invest in physical gold, even specifying that you should go buy gold from the bank, and after finishing this lesson, he will assign you a homework to go to the bank and buy gold right away. Whether you are rich or not, you can buy a large piece or a small piece, or even just a few grams. Only after you have bought the gold and taken a photo of it, you can unlock Master Zhou's next level of financial intelligence course. Master Zhou believes that even the stupidest person can learn how to buy gold in their lifetime as long as they go to the bank and purchase their first piece of gold. For example, many people today may face a sudden collapse in their lives when they fell ill. And the reason for this is that they do not have the money to pay for medical treatment. Is that correct? However, if you have listened to Master Zhou's financial intelligence course, you only need to spend a few hundred yuan each year to purchase a million-yuan medical insurance policy, and your insurance company will cover all of your family's medical expenses. But after Master Zhou finishes his lecture, everyone feels that they have gained a lot of knowledge, but they fail to take action. If in this training camp course, such an assignment is designed, where Master Zhou teaches you how to buy a million medical insurance policy, what kind of insurance a regular family should have, and what kind of insurance a wealthy family should buy. After Master Zhou finishes explaining, he directly says that only if you buy this insurance policy, and Master Zhou limits to within 500 yuan, you can go and buy an insurance policy within 500 yuan. After purchasing it, take a picture of it and send it to the learning group. Then you can unlock the next phase of this course. Master Zhou believes that even the slowest learner can learn how to buy insurance. It is just that if you don't do the homework, you don't take action, and you only learn it at the level of thinking, then it's like you haven't learned it at all. That's just knowledge, not action. Let me give you another example. In Master Zhou's financial intelligence course, he taught that the first ability of financial intelligence is marketing, right? Master Zhou taught the 6 skills of marketing and 10 steps of absolute closing a deal. However, many people still don't know how to sell after listening to the course. Why? Why can employees who join Master Zhou's company learn to sell? Because when you come to the company, the first assessment is the assessment of values, mission, and vision. The second assessment is the assessment of skills. The 6 skills of marketing must be memorized, and the 10 steps of absolute closing a deal must be memorized. Even the stupidest person can learn it. If you have taken Master Zhou's course before and learned the 6 skills of marketing and the 10 steps of absolute closing a deal, you just know it. If Master Zhou assigns you a homework, you must memorize the content of the course and record a video for Master Zhou as proof you really memorized it before unlocking the next course. Master Zhou believes that students will definitely put their hearts into memorizing. When you really put your heart into memorizing, you don't need to understand what it means. As long as you memorize it, it will come out automatically when you need it. So there is a saying in our ancestors: when you need a book, you regret not having read more. What does it mean? You don't have to fear that you haven't remembered what you have read. You don't need to remember it. As long as you have read it, when you start to act, you will unconsciously be able to use it, right? Many people say, Master Zhou, is it just memorizing that can unlock the next course? Sorry, it's not just memorizing with open eyes. Master Zhou has put his heart and soul into creating this training camp. Without exaggeration, he can tell you that he has put more effort into this training camp than his offline delivery course worth 490,000. Why? Because Master Zhou's training camp course only needs to be recorded once. And he believes that this course can be passed down forever to help more people truly learn financial intelligence. How can we truly learn sales? Listen carefully. Master Zhou's first assignment for sales is that you must recite it with your eyes closed. You can't recite it with your eyes open because someone will surely try to cheat, right? Print these 10 steps on paper and then put them under the camera and read them out loud. This way, Master Zhou won't know if you are doing it correctly. This is not acceptable. So close your eyes and recite the 6 skills of marketing and the 10 steps of absolute closing a deal. That is what it means to memorize them. After memorizing, you need to put them into practice and apply them to sales. If you are in sales, of course, you can use them directly. After using them, submit the post-class case as homework. If you are not in sales, you can apply the 10 steps of absolute closing a deal to your wife and children. When 2 people are together, either you persuade me or I persuade you, right? We are persuading others or being persuaded by others every day, so sales are everywhere. Therefore, the key to becoming rich is to learn to sell. No matter whether you are a painter, a star, or a businessman, sales equals income, and the rest are costs. Therefore, sales are everywhere. Actors need to find jobs, and singers need to find investors to produce their albums. They all need marketing and selling themselves, right? Finding a boyfriend or a girlfriend is also a process of selling yourself. So, if you can memorize Master Zhou's process with your eyes closed, that is great. Even if you use Master Zhou's method to purchase a girl and succeed, it means you have passed the test and can unlock the next level of the course.